So today we're discussing my top 10 favourite Parfums De Marly fragrances. At 10 we're going with Pegasus Exclusif. So the Pegasus DNA has never really been my favourite. That kind of powdery almond has never massively been my thing. But I do think the exclusive version is a step up from the original. I find the original a bit more unisex. I know it's been compared to Dior Poison, which is a female perfume. I find Pegasus Exclusif, with the addition of the oud, does have a really masculine edge. So I do much prefer it to the original Pegasus. In the top here you have cardamom, heliotrope, pink pepper and bergamot. In the mid you have bitter almond, lavender, jasmine and geranium. In the base you have vanilla, gaiac wood, oud, sandalwood and amber. So I like it. It's pretty unique. I mean, I'm like I say, I'm not the massive fan of the DNA really, but if I want like a really kind of masculine, brash attention grabber that's really kind of bold and unapologetic, I would reach for Pegasus Exclusif, as it does that job. So yeah, if you want like an attention grabber that's unapologetic and bold for the winter, it is a good one. At 9 we're going with Sedley. So this might offend some people that it's very far down, but do remember this is my own personal list. I know a lot of people really love this fragrance. I quite like it, it's just not one of my absolute favourites. I do find it very refreshing. If I was to describe this in one word, it'd probably be refreshing. If I just want something kind of fizzy and sparkling, that's going to feel fresh out of the shower and high quality, I would still grab this. I don't find performance is the best. I find it fades quite quickly. So it does have some drawbacks in my opinion, but I do like it in general. I like the see-through bottle as well. So in the top you have lemon, mint, bergamot, grapefruit and mandarin orange. In the mid you get lavender, rosemary, geranium and olibanum. In the base you have ambroxan, sandalwood, cedar, cashmere and vetiver and patchouli. So yeah, it's okay. It's not one of my favourites, as I say. It's got a nice kind of Sprite soda type of a bright opening. So if you want something that's got kind of a nice sparkly soda-like opening and it's very refreshing, check out Sedley. At 8 we're going for another one that has a kind of mint touch to it, but this is more in a floral direction. So here we have Darley. I do like it. It reminds me a bit of La Mer by Jean Paul Gaultier, although the big difference I would say is this is heavier on the lavender. La Mer more of a kind of lavender vanilla combination. This is out and out lavender really. There are other things going on here, but it's more of a floral scent, and the lavender does smell very natural here as well. I assume it's real lavender they're using. So in the top you have mint, bergamot and Amalfi lemon. In the mid you get lavender, cinnamon, African orange flower, rose and rosemary. In the base you get tonka bean, sandalwood, amber, gaiac wood and patchouli. I am a big fan of this. I think it's very overlooked. Galloway didn't actually make this list, but I'd say that Darley and Galloway are quite overlooked, in that they certainly do have an appeal and there's something a bit different from the rest of the Parfums De Marlys. It's not like an out and out freshie, it's very versatile. It strikes me more as a springtime scent. I guess anything lavender heavy you could kind of describe as a springtime type of a scent. But it's very, very nice. I find it particularly shines in the dry down, very addictive dry down, very underrated. At 7 we're going with Kalan. So this is kind of a love-hate one with a lot of people in the fragrance community. Unfortunately maybe leaning slightly more towards hate in that I do think it gets some negative attention. I think it's one of those that if you like it you'll probably really, really like it. I put myself in that category. I am a big fan of this. It's a very good performer. It's really an attention grabber, so if you want to spray something that's going to really project for a long time, this ticks that box. It does have a similarity to Baccarat Rouge, although this is certainly more peppery. It has a bit of that vibe, but don't expect like a like for like at all, as it is a bit different. So in the top you have spices, blood orange and black pepper. In the mid you get orange blossom and lavender, and in the base you have woody notes, moss, white sandalwood, tonka bean and amber. So I'd say it's one to try. This is not a safe blind buy by any means. Even if you like the description, I'd certainly say try before you buy. If I was to sum up in 3 notes, it would be those top notes really: spices, blood orange and black pepper. It really is peppery, this, like, you know, a spicy, peppery, slightly Baccarat Rouge leaning scent. I do like it a lot. I think the red bottle is really nice too, and yeah, for me it's a bit of a sleeper hit and I think it's good. At 6 we're going with Haltane. It shows how strong this list is that this is at number 6. I think for a lot of people this would be at number 1 or certainly in the top 3. On different days maybe I would say the same, but analysing them all today, unfortunately this only came out as 6. So I do like it. It resembles Oud for Greatness a lot. It is close to that. Not entirely interchangeable, it does have its differences, but they are very similar. So it's got that earthy type of a feel. Although one thing that surprises me always with this is you have a freshness in the opening blast. So it's not a fresh fragrance at all. It's very deep and heavy and spicy really. So it is a cold weather scent, but you do get a bit of a nice freshness on the top. The top notes being bergamot, clary sage and lavender. In the mid you have saffron and praline. And in the base you have oud and cedar. But yeah, primarily it's like an earthy fragrance really. I'd certainly say it's a try before you buy. So that praline mixes really well with the earthiness, with like the oud. And it has a very slight gourmandy aspect, but in general, earthiness is how I describe this. Performs very well. I have got a lot of compliments from this one. It's an attention grabber and will get you noticed. At 5 we're going with Herod. So I am a big fan of Herod. On other days it might come in the top 2 or 3 really, but I think 5th is about right for my overall view of this. I do like it a lot. I find performance is pretty good. I've heard mixed things. I think people say the new batches in particular can be a bit disappointing. So for that reason, I would suggest trying before you buy. But if you like the spice bomb extreme type of thing, tobacco vanille, Bulgari man in black, you will really like this if you like them, I'd imagine. It does have its own kind of twist to it. It's a bit different from all of those. Some people said you get like a cherry vibe here. I don't actually get that. What I do get is like a combination of a kind of pipey tobacco with quite a milky vanilla and some cinnamon. So in the top here you have cinnamon and pepperwood. In the mid you get tobacco leaf, a smoky incense. I didn't mention that, you do pick that up quite strongly. Osmanthus and labdanum. And in the base you have vanilla, isoe super, cedar, musk, cypriol oil and vetiver. So it's like a cinnamon, tobacco leaf, milky vanilla and smoky incense combination. Very masculine, very kind of dark and mysterious, great for the winter. At 4 we have Althair. So this is a really nice gourmand type of a scent. Think like warm cinnamon cookies, like a cinnamon vanilla edible type of a combination. But despite that description, it's not like gimmicky, it's extremely wearable. If you think like a really nice vanilla for the winter, this would be like the first fragrance that comes to mind for me really. So in the top here you have cinnamon, cardamom, orange blossom and bergamot. In the mid you get bourbon vanilla and elemi. And in the base you get praline, musk, ambroxan, gaiac wood, tonka and candied almond. But yeah, this is so nice, so addictive. The dry down in particular, this really shines. I've had good reactions. I love it a lot. Honestly, if you just want like an out and out winter scent that's kind of edible, gourmand, tasty vanilla cinnamon combo, check this one out. It's so good. At 3 we have Percival. If we're going on compliments alone, this would be number 1, as it's had so many good reactions for me. There is a bias with that in that I sprayed it more than a lot of other things. This was what you'd call a signature scent for a while for me. I would keep one in my car and like use it a lot. But it's very nice, it's very refreshing, it smells extremely natural. I think there are a lot of naturals in here. Similar to Mont Blanc Legend and Abercrombie & Fitch Fierce, but like a high quality niche version with lots of naturals. So in the top you have lavender, mandarin orange, bergamot and geranium. In the mid you get hedione, violet, jasmine, coriander and cinnamon. And in the base you have ambroxan, amberwood, musk, balsam fir and clearwood. So I will talk about performance. It's not the best for me. It does the job. Like it gets you noticed. I think it's one you can go a bit nose blind to, as I've had people react to it when I can't really smell it strongly myself. It does stick to clothes in quite a nice way. I've heard other people also say, and people who comment on the videos, that performance can be a bit disappointing for them too. So that is something to watch out for. I suggest trying it before you buy to see if you get along okay with the performance. I'm not saying performance is bad because I don't think that. I just think it could be a bit better, but it does the job in my opinion and in my experience. But if we're talking scent, it's absolutely stunning, so versatile, so likeable. At 2 we're going with Perseus. So I'm a massive fan of this. It's one I didn't expect to like so much. You know, that type of fragrance where it gets released and you're not really thinking about it too much. You're thinking, oh, maybe I'll try that sometime. And then you do try it and you absolutely love it. This fits in that category for me. It's not a grapefruit bomb. There are other things going on here. You have a really nice refreshing blackcurrant and a nice transition in this one too. So the grapefruit's very noticeable, don't get me wrong, but it's not as much of a grapefruit bomb as, say, Light Blue Forever by Dolce & Gabbana, things like that, even the Terre d'Hermès, Eau Givrée, Roja Elysium. I'd say this is more like the grapefruit's blended in well with other things, so it is one of the main players, but it's not all about the grapefruit. So on the top here you have grapefruit, bergamot and blackcurrant. In the mid you get vetiver, green mandarin and geranium. And in the base you have dry wood, cashmere wood, ambergris, balsam fir, cedar, and a nice smooth creamy tonka bean. The dry down is very, very nice on this. The opening is very refreshing. I find performance pretty good. Not absolutely outstanding, but the performance I would say is pretty good. Certainly for a fresh scent. And yeah, I love this one a lot. I wear it all year round. It is a summer fragrance, like primarily, but very versatile, extremely likable. I love this one a lot. I haven't included Carlisle and Layton on this list, as unfortunately they give me a headache, which is a shame, as I do think they're both very good. The scents are both very good and they also perform very well. So if you own them, you own a great fragrance, and I'm not knocking them in any way. I just unfortunately can't feature them on this list. At number 1 we're going with Oajan. I've loved this for a long time, ever since first sniff really. For me the dry down is absolutely outstanding and just so addictive, but the whole thing is really nice. Performance is excellent. I do love it a lot. When I did my top 50 fragrances recently, this was number 1. There are other days where I think one of the other Parfums De Marlys could overtake this as number 1. You know, like when you have a strong top 5, it might be on a different day, you pick a different one. But if we're talking like consistently, which is my favorite, I would say Oajan is. So in the top you have cinnamon, honey and osmanthus. In the mid you get benzoin, labdanum, ambergris and artemisia. And in the base you have vanilla, tonka bean, musk and patchouli. So it lasts, it projects, it smells great, smells very natural, masculine, a bit daring, like a bit bold. It's not boring, that's for sure. And yeah, I love this one a lot. I think it's definitely my favourite Parfums De Marly for the most part, and that's why it deserved to top this list. It does smell a little bit like Angel Share by Kilian, so if you have that, you have something similar. I prefer this. I think this smells more natural, but both of them are good. I do like Angel Share. But yeah, I'd highly recommend you check out Oajan. Thank you for watching the video, guys. I'll catch you next time.